Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today, a very special treat for you all. So get your popcorn ready because we're going to go for 15 grand challenge wins in a row using a rather unlikely deck that I thought a lot of you guys would enjoy. This deck is just catching fire this week specifically. Actually, in the last 3 days, I've seen so many people both on ladder, on top ladder, and inside grand challenges having a ton of success with it. So I knew you guys were going to love it, and here it is. It is the Mega Knight Dark Goblin, which is just such a strong combination, with the Wall Breakers, with the Executioner, with no Tornado. Only one spell in this deck is the Zap. Also has the Miner to kind of combo with all 4 of these cards. Bats, Goblin Gang, Dark Goblin, and Wall Breakers. So a really good and interesting, unique deck. Let's go ahead and see if Sammy's... Okay, so Sammy's not inside a grand challenge right now. Again, 14 in a row by this guy. Going for 15, he's 9-0. Be right back when he finds a match. But first, a quick word from today's video sponsor, Battle Breakers. That's right, I'm still playing Battle Breakers. By the way, I love their 90s era theme song, or maybe 80s. It's a great game, launched by Epic Games just last week. It's a hero collector RPG. So assemble the perfect team using quests and battle pass to unlock hundreds of different heroes, each with their different strengths and also their weaknesses. And what next after you've assembled your team? Well, what else? Save the kingdom. There's over 1,000 dungeons in this game, plenty to keep you occupied with, plenty of enemies to dispose with. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and download the game using the link below and use my creator code CWA. Thank you, Battle Breakers, for sponsoring today's video. Alright, sorry about that, guys. We're inside our first match and against Azazel. For some reason, my Elgato just froze randomly, but we just made a connection with the Miner and the Wall Breakers in the right lane about halfway through this match. My apologies. We'll see if we can go ahead and get a replay, maybe to start out the beginning of this match at the end of this video. But here we go. By the way, guys, if you want to check the Grand Challenge leaderboards on Twitter, check it out, CMC Bot. I'll go ahead and link that account to you guys. They tweet out every 12-win deck as soon as they happen. They also go ahead and tweet out the leaderboards, which is how I've consistently been watching SamyBDZ, again, a Spanish pro player here, dominant in grand challenges. So 51 HP remaining, going into double laser time on that right tower. We have a Valkyrie coming the right lane. Bats in response, Snowball comes down. Dark Goblin played opposite lane to chop down that Valkyrie and continue to live on and do work against the other Valkyrie on the offensive end of the arena there. And the Valkyrie is down. Magic Archer is still alive, not for long. Okay, make it still alive there. Bats down adeptly on top of our Dark Goblin. Are they going to make a connection? No, we have the Mega Knight down on top of the Wall Breakers here. 24 seconds remaining inside this contest. A bunch of Magic Archer damage onto our left tower here, guys. But with 18 seconds left, we can just zap potentially this left tower. Let's see how we can do this here. So Mega Knight is going to die. 10 seconds remaining in this match. We do connect with both Wall Breakers on that left side. Magic Archer low on health there in the left. Zap comes down. Tower's down. 1 second left. And Mega Knight ends it there. Jumping into the arena on top of Valkyrie. Well played. GG's there. Nice, easy victory. Or at least he made it look easy from Sammy. Let's go into the next match. All right, guys. Here we go into the next match. Going against Deep Ryan. So Ryan, a longtime player inside the game, way back in the day, used to be a Lava Hound player. Let's see what he's playing nowadays. We go with Dark Goblin here against the Goblin Cage. Goblin Cage is one of those cards that I feel like is just perpetually underrated. But I can say the same thing about Dark Goblin. So a Mega Knight in response from the opponent. We have our Mega Knight in hand, no doubt. We go ahead and place him right away, trying to capture the value of that Executioner. Let's see, no Tornado again inside this deck, so we're just gonna let this Executioner finish off the Mega Knight and then go mano-a-mano with the Ice, or the E-Wizard, excuse me. Actually, I take that back. E-Wiz is going to go ahead and be intercepted by that Miner, and now the Executioner is gonna go ahead and finish him off. So all said and done, we actually do get about 500 damage off of the opponent's tower. tower there. Here comes Baby Dragon. We have bats ready for the Baby D. We have the Goblin Gang down on the graveyard. Nice defense against that graveyard push there. Baby Dragon at the bridge. We respond with bats and allow the tower to go ahead and finish off that Baby D along with a bat distraction. And then we played the Goblin Gang there against the graveyard. We're cycling the zap here on the right tower. So Graveyard Mega Knight with the Goblin Cage is the first matchup. We split the wall breakers. They're going to wrap around that river and take down that Goblin Cage. Here comes the Dark Goblin against the Goblin Brawler, opposite lane here, and then the Night Witch by the opponent in the back. They have that Mega Knight in hand again. Let's see what they do here. We get another connection with that Dark Goblin, another 400 or so damage off of that right tower. Mega Knight reloaded in the back by the opponent. We go in again, bats here cycled in the left. Mega Knight comes down for us. Let's keep that Executioner alive. We do a good job in doing so. It looks like he's not going to respond to the bats right away. He plays a Baby Dragon in the opposite lane. We're going to get some minor chip damage on the left. Not going to be anything crazy, but Dark Goblin helping to support everything there in the right. Dark Goblin putting out a ton of damage. Again, Dark Goblin is the MVP here. Meanwhile, we connect with some wall breakers on the left lane. So both of these opponents' towers really about midway through in HP with about 25 seconds left here inside this contest. Spirit Goblins on that left tower chipping it away into the 1300s. Baby Dragon cycled in the back by the opponent. We're going to put the opposite lane pressure knowing he wants to graveyard in the left. Executioner is down. We have an E-Wiz to respond to in the right. We do so with Goblin Gang. X is going to finish off that Baby Dragon in the left lane. 5 seconds left here remaining in regulation. 3 seconds down. We have a miner down on the back of that tower there and forcing a Goblin Cage out of the opponent. Now, the bats do a great job there, taking down the cage and the brawler. Baby Dragon's going to go ahead and stymie them before they can get to the right tower, but still a nice offensive sequence there by Sammy. Mega Knight comes down, keeping the Executioner alive again here. Big push in the right. Meanwhile, we're going to ignore that E-Wiz in the left. Mega Knight comes down from the opponent on defense. We're going to hit opposite lane. We have the Goblin Gang. We have the Miner. See how aggressively he plays this deck, guys? Goblins on the left tower. That tower's going to be down. There it is. Very well played. Very, you can see how he adeptly applies pressure to the opposite lane a lot in that match. This is definitely a dual lane attack deck, and that match was a perfect illustration as to why. Let's go ahead and hop into the next one, guys. All right, guys, here we go for 15 in a row here against Titan L. It's funny too, Sammy, I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, but he's like, dude, I've never recorded for a YouTube video. I'm pretty nervous here. I'm like, man, you've gotten 14 grand challenges this week so far. I think you'll do all right, man. You're 9-0. And he's like, I don't know, but so far, so good. Hopefully it's not the Curse of Ash now that I said that. We're going against a Sparky deck here. And keep in mind, we do have Zap, but we don't have anything else to reset that Sparky. We also don't have any big spells. We're applying a lot of opposite lane pressure here. We have Zap in hand. Zap's going to come down the last second there. Looks like we're going to maybe tower trade. No, not tower trade. It's going to be unfortunate there. Goblin Gang doing a good job, but not before that tower falls all the way down to 168 HP. Going to kite that mini P.E.K.K.A all the way to the opposite lane, utilizing those wall breakers. We won't connect though because the skeletons were there from the opponent. Difficult matchup to say the least. This guy's playing a giant mini P.E.K.K.A cycle deck with Sparky, obviously. Executioner in there as well. I don't think he has NATO, the opponent. Otherwise, he would have NATO'd that miner to King Tower. I've shared actually this version of the Sparky deck, I believe, last week here on the channel. It's really strong, both for ladder and for challenges. I think that, honestly, these two decks that I'm sharing today's and the one that we're facing here, probably the decks that I feel are the strongest in the meta right now in terms of just overall usage. Overall, you can pick them up and have immediate success with. Just my opinion, but these are the two decks that I would recommend. That Graveyard deck actually yesterday was really fun too. Anyway, a NATO. Oh, he does have NATO. Okay, so I stand corrected there. It's weird that he didn't use the NATO against the Miner, though. Maybe he just didn't have the Elixir. Either way, Giant is hammering his way into that left tower now, and Sparky does get that hit thanks to the Zap onto our Mega Knight. We go in with the wall breakers here. Executioner's immediately down from the opponent. This one not looking so good. We failed to jump onto that Executioner with the Mega Knight, and the right tower is down all the way to 168, but keep in mind, the opponent's going to have to zap cycle or get some sort of damage because there is no big spell in the opponent's hand. We answer with the preemptive zap against that Sparky, but he had bats, he had skeletons, everything in hand there, the opponent did. This is a really good matchup for the opponent, and we're seeing why right now. 25 seconds left remaining. Here comes the mini P.E.K.K.A. in giant push in the opposite lane. So do we defend or we try? Okay, we're going to give him that tower, and we're going to see if we can take the left tower down. We are going to take the left tower down, so it's a tower trade. Again, a huge damage advantage here, though, for the opponent. Goblin Gang, excuse me, comes down to protect that Executioner on our King Tower. 14-12 remaining on our Princess Tower, and here we go, guys. Wall breakers will get to the tower there. Unbelievable, the wall breakers made a connection through that Executioner. Now we have Exy on Exy here in the left. This is going to be a big, difficult push to stop, but thankfully we are able to kill. Oh boy, okay, here we go. It's Bats, it's Executioner, or excuse me, Executioner for us, but a NATO, Bats, mini P.E.K.K.A. for the opponent. Can we stop this mini P.E.K.K.A.? Yes, we can. Zap down. Wow, well played there. 990, excuse me, remaining on the left tower. Bats in response to the Sparky on the King Tower. This is an intense match, guys. My word. I keep thinking he's losing it, but he hasn't yet. We cycle a miner in the back here for the mini P.E.K.K.A. Giant comes in the pocket. We have the Goblin Gang down for the mini P.E.K.K.A. Dark Goblin to help out behind the perch there, behind the King Tower. Nice job mitigating damage there. We have Bats in hand maybe for the Sparky. We also have Zap. We're going to use the Zap and the Bats. Here we go, another Sparky reloaded by the opponent. What do we do here? Do we go Mega Knight? We go Miner on the Executioner, but that NATO still just doing absolute work. We go with the Goblin Gang to apply some pressure here on the King Tower. We're actually going all in on the King Tower. We have those wall breakers. 1-2 connection, 126 remaining on the King Tower here for the opponent. We go with a Miner. This time he catches it with the Executioner. We have a mini P.E.K.K.A. in the left. We have Dark Goblins in the left. Oh my word. Neither of these guys have big spells. We go in, Bats preemptively, NATO preemptively from the opponent. Nice job on defense. We need to get back to a Miner, but we need to stop this push first. We have Bats. We have the Dark Goblin. We have the Executioner on top of the Giant. Giant's going to get one hit, make it 2 hits. 301 remaining on the left tower. 126 remaining on the King Tower. Here we go, mini P.E.K.K.A. for the opponent. We go in the Goblin Gang in the pocket. Miner this time in the safe spot again. Oh, the NATO pulls the Miner to the other side. One wall breaker, get to one. He does it. One wall breaker breaks through there. Are you kidding me? 1 minute and 54 seconds into sudden death overtime. Sammy somehow, some way pulls the miraculous comeback and walks away with a perfect 12-0 victory, pulling off 15 grand challenges in a row. I'm going to ask him to share a couple replays because he breezed through this. No worries at all, Sammy. Jesus, dude. All right, let's go for replays. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so here we go on a replay against P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam. This was the match, the 9th win, so right before we started recording. And I felt like, you know, with P.E.K.K.A. going around inside the meta, it would be probably advantageous to a lot of you guys if we sat down and focused on how to handle a P.E.K.K.A. matchup with this Mega Knight deck. So we go in, starting plays. It looks like Sammy goes in with a Miner oftentimes as a starting play. You can see his hand here. One of the benefits of having like a replay or two in every video, I feel like, is you can actually see their hand and kind of think about what they must be thinking about at every point during the match. So we go ahead and we zap up that Royal Ghost, and the Goblin Heat emote from the opponent comes down. You can see the opponent's hand with about a 2 or 3 elixir advantage. They go with the Battle Ram in the back. And it looks like at this point we have just a Goblin Gang way in the back. Zap again in hand. We have, okay, Zap comes down from the opponent there, but we had the Mega Knight ready at the bridge, just assuming the opponent was going to support that somehow. They do so with a Magic Archer. Magic Archer is so strong inside this meta, guys. So we go, don't get that connection with the Mega Knight on the tower, but a lot of DPS with the Bats, the Dark Goblin, and hey, the E-Wiz down just in the nick of time. That was a nice E-Wiz by the opponent. opponent, but check out the elixir advantage right now that we have, guys. Going with the wall breakers. What does the opponent have right here? They have absolutely nothing. That was a heads-up play with those wall breakers by Sammy, just acknowledging that he had the elixir advantage there and the miner on the board to tank for those wall breakers. So here we go, 30 seconds, 25 seconds here remaining in single elixir time, and a P.E.K.K.A comes down from the opponent in the back. How will we respond to this? 20-game winner, too. Executioner, same lane as the P.E.K.K.A. Here comes that Dark Goblin emote from the opponent. Well, we have a Dark Goblin. We got you covered. So Magic Archer in hand for the opponent. Played at the bridge there. We go with the Executioner and the Mega Knight. So Mega Knight on the P.E.K.K.A here, but just so much damage. And we respond to the Magic Archer via the Dark Goblin, keeping our Executioner alive. Brilliant timing there, and getting a little bit of damage onto the left tower vis-a-vis the Dark Goblin. So now we have the Bandit in right, we have the Zap coming down on our Goblin gang in the left. Nice job of that Miner evading the Bandit charge. However, we will take some Barbarian damage on the left lane. Magic Archer again connecting to that Miner in the right. We have an Executioner down, and then we start cycling our Bats in the left for the push that is inevitably coming behind that Royal Ghost and Bandit. So here it comes, E-Wiz down as well. Mega Knight comes down, again, keeping that Dark Goblin alive. Dark Goblin's going to do so much damage to this P.E.K.K.A here, guys. Check it out. We have an E-Wiz. We might let that E-Wiz, okay, Goblin gang down on the E-Wiz. And now a big push. The opposite lane pressure again, guys. A ton of it, too. Miners, Miner, wall breakers, spear goblins, goblin gang, whatever he had in hand, he unloaded into the right lane, able to stop that P.E.K.K.A before she got to the left Princess Tower, and another Mega Knight comes down on the left lane. Here it comes, okay, Miner is, oh, look at that. We don't even take the right tower down, excuse me, we take the left tower down to supporting that Mega Knight again, hitting both lanes there is Sammy. Very, very well played there inside that match. I'm glad we watched that match, because you saw how he was not afraid to go kind of neck and neck, 1v1 with the Mega Knight and the P.E.K.K.A. Guys, let's go ahead and give the deck a try before we end the video, okay? Because he went so fast. So here we go. We are going to try on ladder with it against JJ. So our starting hand is Dark Gob, Bats, Goblin Gang, and Executioner. So let's just see. I noticed he didn't do a lot of Goblin Gang splits now that I have this like hovering. But I guess for the sake of the, okay. I don't have any miner or anything, so that kind of sucks. But let's go ahead and, since he used his snowball, let's pressure him a little bit here. I'm going to zap, try to get through, and we do. At least one wall breaker jumps through there. What I'm going to do is set up a Dark Goblin in the left here. That way he can engage. Ooh! Nice placement there, Ash. Really killer job. Seriously. Miner will save the day here, but still, we will take some needless damage. He has Snowball. Let's see if he uses it in time. He does. Nice job. So we're going to get a hit with that balloon, but only one hit, I think. Yeah. One hard hit, though. That Dark Goblin could have, had I placed him one tile down more, or just delayed another second, that would have made all the difference. He wouldn't have been able to attack with that balloon, and I would have been able to shut down that entire push. So noob mistake, but hey, lesson learned. At least, hopefully you guys can learn from my mistake, right? So he goes in with the Dark Prince. I'm going to play Executioner here, and I might play Mega Knight. And by might, I mean I am. He goes Baby Dragon, that's cool. And again here, we're in single elixir time, so I don't want to get too crazy. He has E-Wiz in hand as well. I'm actually going to go ahead and send in the Miner here. There we go. Get some nice damage there, guys. I'm glad that I sent that Miner in. We actually take the whole tower down. Check that out. Set up this Dark Goblin. Actually going to zap. Try to take care of all this baloney here. Want to keep him alive? We do. Nice. Just in case you attacked with the balloon with the rage, right? And he goes in immediately here. We're going to do this. Gonna do this and this. And this. And that won't be a hit this time. Gonna send in Miner here. Force out an E-Wiz or something. Ooh, no E-Wiz. He just eats the Dark Goblin to the face in the right. Wow, that's a lot of Dark Goblin damage. That's why I love the Dark Goblin, man. Okay, that will take care of all that. You know what I need here, though, guys? I need an executioner. He has that snowball in hand, but doesn't matter. And that's going to be GG's, right? Right? Gonna go this way, this way, this way, and right here to stop that charge. Buy him some time, getting all kinds of damn perfect. GG's. We'll give him the well played and the Inferno Tower and call it a day, guys. You guys can see that even I can win with this deck, even despite my mistakes. So guys, give it a try. Let me know what you think. It's a hot deck. It's a really good deck. Shout out to statsroyale.com. Of course, to my guest, check out his Twitter information. Sammy's information, player stats, and profile, thanks to Stats Royale, will be in the show notes below. Give Sammy a follow, guys. This guy's incredible with grand challenges. And of course, a huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out Bren's information in the description below. Thanks for watching. And as always, take care, guys.